Cheese can be one of life's greatest pleasures, creamy, sharp, tangy, or sweet, but after 60, not all cheeses are equal. Many people over 60 unknowingly eat cheeses that silently wreak havoc on their health, especially their blood pressure and digestion. Doctors now warn that certain cheeses can spike inflammation, trigger heart risks, or overload aging kidneys with hidden sodium content. At the same time, other cheeses offer essential nutrients seniors need, like calcium, protein, and probiotics that aid bone and gut health. So what's the difference between a cheese that heals and one that harms? The answer isn't always obvious from the label. For seniors, the wrong cheese can contribute to arthritis flare-ups, joint pain, or even increased risk of cognitive decline over time. But the right cheese moderately enjoyed can support muscle strength, reduce osteoporosis risk, and improve immune function in aging bodies. Doctors have identified 4 cheeses that should become regulars in your diet after 60, and 4 to never touch again. The goal is not to fear cheese, but to choose wisely and enjoy flavors that love your body back as you age. Let's first explore the healing side. The 4 cheeses doctors say every senior should confidently eat after they cross 60. 1. Ricotta cheese, gentle, protein-rich, and gut-friendly. Ricotta cheese, with its soft, creamy texture, is surprisingly light on salt and rich in essential amino acids and healthy whey protein. Unlike harder cheeses, ricotta is easy on digestion and contains less saturated fat, making it heart-friendlier for aging adults. Made from the whey leftover during cheese production, it delivers powerful nutrients like calcium and phosphorus in a gentle, absorbable form. Its creamy profile also pairs well with sweet or savory dishes, offering versatility without burdening the digestive system or arteries. Ricotta's mild flavor masks its deep nutritional value. It helps rebuild muscles, nourish bones, and maintain stable blood pressure. Because it contains less casein, it is less likely to trigger dairy sensitivity or cause mucus buildup in sensitive individuals. For people with borderline blood pressure or kidney strain, ricotta is a safer choice due to its lower sodium and fat content. Doctors often recommend it in Mediterranean-style diets, which are clinically linked to better longevity and cognitive clarity in older adults. If you want a cheese that comforts without guilt, ricotta is a smooth, creamy companion your body will thank you for. Add it to oatmeal, stir into soups, or spread on whole grain toast for a protein-rich, senior-safe boost to your meals. 2. Cottage cheese, muscle maintenance and metabolism support. Cottage cheese is a nutritional workhorse for seniors. It's high in protein, low in fat, and relatively mild in sodium if selected carefully. Its curdy texture might not appeal to everyone initially, but its health profile makes it a staple for many health-conscious seniors. Rich in casein protein, it supports muscle repair and preservation, essential as muscle mass naturally declines with age. It also contains selenium, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect cells and may reduce the risk of certain age-related cancers. A low-fat or reduced sodium version of cottage cheese offers a satisfying snack without burdening the heart or kidneys unnecessarily. It contains vitamin B12, crucial for brain health, nerve function, and the production of red blood cells in aging adults. Cottage cheese is also a stealth source of calcium, which strengthens bones and helps regulate heart rhythms and nerve signals. Its slow-digesting proteins make it a great option before bed, feeding your muscles overnight without spiking blood sugar. For seniors managing weight or watching their waistline, cottage cheese satisfies hunger while nourishing the body from the inside out. Whether paired with berries or used in savory recipes, cottage cheese is an unsung hero in the senior nutrition world. 3. Goat cheese, easier to digest, lower in saturated fat. Goat cheese, or chèvre, offers a tangy twist on traditional cheese with a softer structure that's easier for many older adults to digest. Its fat molecules are smaller than cow's milk cheese, making it gentler on sensitive stomachs and less likely to cause bloating. Goat cheese is naturally lower in lactose, which helps seniors who develop mild lactose intolerance as they age. It also contains medium-chain fatty acids, which are easier for the liver to metabolize and may support healthy cholesterol levels. Doctors praise goat cheese for being rich in vitamin A, copper, and calcium, three nutrients often underconsumed in older populations. Its distinctive flavor means you don't need much to satisfy cravings, helping seniors avoid overconsumption of fatty dairy. Goat cheese also contains probiotics when made traditionally, which help maintain a healthy gut microbiome and immune balance. When paired with leafy greens or whole grains, goat cheese makes an elegant, heart-healthy addition to a senior's daily diet. Its smooth, tangy texture is especially enjoyable for those looking for dairy alternatives that don't sacrifice flavor or nutrition. If your gut feels upset after cow dairy, switching to goat cheese might be the delicious solution your body needed all along. 4. Parmesan cheese bone booster in small doses. Parmesan may surprise you on the list of recommended cheeses, but in small amounts, it delivers powerful nutrition in a compact form. Hard and aged, Parmesan is dense in calcium, phosphorus, and protein, supporting bone density and muscle health as you age. It's naturally low in lactose due to the long aging process, which makes it a better choice for lactose-sensitive seniors. A sprinkle of Parmesan delivers umami richness that enhances flavor without requiring large portions or extra salt in your dishes. Its strong taste encourages mindful eating. Just a little goes a long way, reducing the need to overindulge in cheese. Doctors recommend using Parmesan as a topping, not a base, allowing you to enjoy its benefits without overdoing sodium or fat. It's also a rare source of vitamin K2, which works synergistically with calcium to protect bones and prevent arterial calcification. Older adults who worry about osteoporosis or fragile bones may benefit from occasional Parmesan to help preserve skeletal strength. Its savory punch brings meals to life. Sprinkle on salads, soups, or roasted vegetables for a health-forward culinary upgrade. When chosen wisely and used sparingly, Parmesan offers taste and support without the health setbacks of less mindful cheese choices. Now that we've covered the 4 cheeses doctors encourage after 60, it's time to turn toward a more cautionary list. Certain cheeses, no matter how delicious, pose real risks for seniors due to high salt, saturated fat, and inflammatory additives. Doctors warn that eating these next 4 cheeses regularly could quietly compromise your health, especially if other risk factors exist. Let's explore the dark side of the dairy aisle, the 4 cheeses you should never touch after turning 60 years old. While cheese can be a rich source of nutrition, not all varieties are friendly to the aging body. Some can be dangerously deceptive. Certain cheeses hide excessive sodium, saturated fats, and artificial additives that quietly wear down heart, kidney, and cognitive health. Even seemingly innocent slices or spreads can contribute to high blood pressure, inflammation, or worsened cholesterol levels over time. Doctors stress the importance of reducing or eliminating these specific cheeses, especially for seniors managing chronic conditions or on medications. The cheeses on this list may taste good but carry health costs that far outweigh their fleeting creamy pleasures. Let's begin with one of the most popular yet problematic options that too many people still eat well into their 60s. 1. Processed American cheese, a silent saboteur. Brightly colored and unnaturally smooth, processed American cheese is far from its original dairy roots and filled with synthetic additives. It's not technically cheese by legal standards, but a processed product made with emulsifiers, colorings, and chemical preservatives. Doctors caution that its sodium content is shockingly high. Just a few slices can push you over daily recommended salt intake. Its saturated fat load also contributes to arterial stiffness and can accelerate the development of heart disease or stroke. For seniors already managing blood pressure or cholesterol, American cheese is like quietly adding fuel to a smoldering fire. It also offers little in terms of real nutrition, low calcium, almost no probiotics, and barely any quality protein to support muscle. Because it's so soft and melts easily, it's often overused in sandwiches, burgers, and fast food meals without conscious portion control. Doctors report that its frequent consumption is linked to increased inflammation markers in the body, worsening joint and gut conditions. Despite its nostalgic appeal and convenience, American cheese is a shortcut your health can no longer afford after 60. Replace it with real cheese alternatives like ricotta or sliced goat cheese for flavor, without the artificial chemical burden. 2. Blue cheese, a salt and mold overload. With its bold flavor and striking blue veins, blue cheese might seem like a gourmet indulgence, but for seniors it comes at a cost. This cheese is aged using specific molds that give it its pungent aroma and distinctive appearance, but not all bodies tolerate it well. Blue cheese is extremely high in sodium, often exceeding 300 milligrams per ounce, making it dangerous for those with hypertension. Doctors caution that the molds used in aging can provoke allergic responses or disrupt gut balance in sensitive individuals. Its sharp taste may tempt overuse in dressings or spreads, compounding the intake of saturated fat and salt with each bite. While it may contain calcium and protein, these benefits are often outweighed by its pro-inflammatory and digestive irritant properties. Blue cheese also contains tyramine, a compound that can trigger migraines or interfere with certain medications common in senior care. For those on antidepressants or blood pressure medications, tyramine-rich foods like blue cheese can cause serious complications. It's best to admire blue cheese from afar or reserve it for rare occasions with strict portion control and medical supervision. The risks to heart health, digestive comfort, and medication safety make this cheese one to avoid entirely after age 60. 3. Cream cheese. Soft, mild, and addictively creamy, cream cheese is a breakfast favorite, but nutritionally, it's one of the worst cheeses for seniors. Most cream cheese spreads are packed with saturated fat and nearly devoid of meaningful protein, calcium, or vitamins. It's a calorie-dense food with minimal benefit, offering richness and mouthfeel, while quietly adding inches to the waistline. Cream cheese often hides additives like stabilizers, gums, and artificial preservatives to prolong shelf life and preserve its soft texture. Doctors say this blend of fat and filler makes it highly inflammatory, particularly for those with arthritis, diabetes, or metabolic syndrome. Because it spreads so easily, it's rarely portion-controlled. People smear thick layers on bagels, crackers, and sandwiches without noticing. It can spike cholesterol levels, burden liver function, and increase triglycerides, especially in already vulnerable older adults. Even low-fat versions often include added sugars or starchy fillers to replace the removed fat, creating a new set of problems. Cream cheese may be popular, but it's nutritionally empty and potentially harmful, best replaced with avocado or Greek yogurt spreads. Once a comfort food, it becomes a quiet contributor to systemic inflammation and cognitive fatigue if consumed regularly after 60. 4. Cheddar cheese. The hidden salt bomb. Cheddar cheese is one of the most beloved and frequently consumed cheeses, but it hides serious health dangers for people over 60. Even small portions of cheddar can contain 180 to 200 milligrams of sodium and up to 10 grams of saturated fat per ounce. Its sharp flavor encourages generous use in cooking, snacking, and layering, making portion creep a real concern. For seniors with cardiovascular concerns, cheddar quietly contributes to rising blood pressure, arterial stiffness, and poor lipid balance. Aged cheddars also contain high levels of tyramine, which can trigger headaches or interfere with medications for depression or Parkinson's. It's also low in probiotics, unless labeled as raw or aged naturally, offering little gut support for seniors needing digestive help. Despite its calcium content, cheddar's fat and salt outweigh the benefits, especially when consumed daily or in large quantities. Doctors warn against making cheddar a dietary staple, suggesting instead that it be used occasionally and sparingly, if at all. Its dense, crumbly texture and bold taste mask a high inflammatory load that your body becomes less able to process with age. When you cross 60, it's time to reconsider cheddar, once a childhood favorite, now a potential roadblock to graceful aging. While it may be disappointing to let go of familiar favorites, your body will thank you for choosing cheese more consciously now. Knowing which cheeses to eat and which to avoid gives you the power to reduce disease risk and feel energized, not weighed down. The goal isn't to fear food, but to choose what works with your body instead of silently working against it. Choosing the right cheeses after 60 isn't just about avoiding the bad, It's also about celebrating the good in smart, balanced ways. Building a senior-friendly cheese plate allows you to enjoy delicious flavors while supporting your bones, heart, digestion, and energy. It's not about deprivation. It's about crafting a cheese experience that works with your body instead of quietly working against it. Doctors and dietitians agree moderation, nutrient density, and mindful pairing are the keys to making cheese a wellness ally after 60. With the right combinations, your cheese plate can become a daily ritual of nourishment, pleasure, and smart aging, all in one. Let's explore how to structure a plate with cheeses that heal, sides that complement, and practices that protect your long-term health. Begin with the base. The 4 cheeses doctors do recommend: ricotta, cottage, goat, and a sprinkle of aged Parmesan. Each of these brings something unique: protein, probiotics, bone-building minerals, and ease of digestion for the senior body. Arrange them in small servings, keeping total cheese to around 2 ounces per plate, just enough to nourish without overdoing. From there, the magic lies in how you support those cheeses with the right textures, colors, and nutrient-packed pairings. Fruits like berries, apple slices, and grapes are rich in antioxidants and fiber, balancing the creamy fats in cheese beautifully. Blueberries, in particular, have shown cognitive benefits in seniors and pair wonderfully with goat cheese or a spoon of ricotta. Apples provide pectin fiber to support gut health, and their tart crunch cuts through the softness of cottage cheese effortlessly. Avoid high-sugar dried fruits like candied cranberries or dates, which can spike blood sugar and add unneeded calories. Stick to fresh, hydrating fruits that deliver taste and nutrients without taxing your digestion or energy levels. Watermelon cubes, orange slices, or pear wedges offer hydration and vitamin C, essential for collagen and immune support after 60. Aim for 3 or 4 small fruit additions, each offering a different color and texture to engage your senses and nourish cells. Fruits also help prevent constipation, a common issue in seniors, while reducing the fat absorption rate from cheese consumption. When combined with protein-rich cheese, the natural sugars in fruit are released more slowly, keeping blood sugar steady and calm. This thoughtful pairing creates not only taste harmony but metabolic balance that supports aging brains and bodies alike. Walnuts, almonds, and pumpkin seeds add essential omega-3s, magnesium, and fiber, 3 nutrients often underconsumed by aging adults. Doctors particularly recommend walnuts for brain health and inflammation control, especially for seniors at risk of cognitive decline. A small handful of raw or lightly roasted nuts adds healthy fats and crunch without overwhelming your calorie or fat goals. Avoid sugar-coated, honey-roasted, or salty snack mixes, which counteract the benefits with inflammation and hidden sodium. Instead, choose plain varieties and pair them beside soft cheeses like ricotta or goat for textural contrast and satisfaction. Seeds like chia and flax can be sprinkled on cottage cheese for a gentle digestive boost and added fiber. These small inclusions support heart health and may reduce LDL cholesterol when consumed regularly in appropriate portions. If nuts are hard to chew, consider nut butters, just a small smear of almond butter beside fruit and cottage cheese delights. This gives you the healthy fat and protein without dental strain and pairs beautifully with soft cheese and fresh fruit. Smart crunch choices ensure your plate offers not only pleasure but also support for cardiovascular, cognitive, and digestive well-being. Skip the white bread, buttery toast, or ultra-processed crackers that flood your system with fast-burning sugars and empty carbs. Instead, opt for seeded whole grain crackers, oat-based crisps, or even thin rice slices with high fiber and low sodium. These alternatives provide slower digesting carbs, which prevent energy crashes and help stabilize blood sugar after cheese consumption. Choose items with visible seeds, nuts, or whole grains listed in the first ingredient to ensure they're truly nutrient-dense. These pair well with soft cheeses like goat or ricotta and add crunch without spiking insulin or promoting belly fat. For those with gluten sensitivity, choose gluten-free options made with quinoa, flax, or brown rice to avoid digestive discomfort. Always read the label. Many crackers marketed as healthy still hide added sugar, hydrogenated oils, or excess sodium. Look for products with under 150 milligrams of sodium per serving and at least 2 grams of fiber to be senior-friendly. A few thoughtfully chosen crackers offer the base structure for building mini cheese bites with fruit, nuts, and flavor harmony. This simple switch can make a massive difference in how your body digests and metabolizes the meal on your plate. Processed meats like salami or ham often sneak onto cheese plates, but these are extremely high in sodium and nitrates, both dangerous. After 60, these ingredients increase risk of colon cancer, high blood pressure, and heart disease, especially when eaten regularly. Instead of meat, season your plate with fresh herbs like basil, rosemary, thyme, or dill, flavorful, antioxidant-rich, and health-promoting. Herbs not only add taste but contain polyphenols that support circulation, memory, and immune resilience in aging adults. Spices like turmeric or cinnamon can be sprinkled on ricotta or cottage cheese for anti-inflammatory benefits and warm complexity. Chili flakes or paprika offer heat for those who like spice, without the risks associated with processed sodium-based flavorings. You can also drizzle raw honey, lemon juice, or balsamic vinegar for sweet and acidic contrast that enhances cheese naturally. These touches elevate your plate without adding the hidden harms of charcuterie meats or heavily salted accompaniments. They also encourage more mindful, slower eating, which improves digestion and helps you notice fullness more clearly as you age. The goal is to amplify flavor while reducing risk, a simple yet powerful shift that lets you savor smarter at every meal. Seniors often forget that hydration is just as important during a cheese plate as the food choices themselves. Skip wine or sugary drinks. Alcohol dehydrates and disrupts sleep, while sugary beverages spike blood glucose and offer no real benefit. Instead, enjoy herbal teas, infused water with cucumber or mint, or warm bone broth to support digestion and joint comfort. Even a simple glass of filtered water with lemon can aid kidney function and offset the density of cheese and nuts. Hydration becomes more critical with age, as thirst sensation declines and kidneys become less efficient at filtering waste. Pairing your cheese plate with a calming drink keeps you alert, nourished, and less prone to post-meal bloating or fatigue. Peppermint tea soothes digestion, while chamomile promotes relaxation and can be enjoyed warm with mild cheeses before bedtime. Avoid coffee with cheese. It can reduce calcium absorption and elevate cortisol, working against your bone and stress balance. Make hydration a conscious part of your cheese experience, elevating the meal into a full-body act of self-care and nourishment. A great cheese plate is not just food. It's a daily ritual that honors your health, history, and future all in one bite. As we wrap up this journey through the world of cheese after 60, one truth becomes clear: habits matter more than indulgences. You don't need to eliminate all cheese from your life, but you must become intentional about how and what you eat daily. After 60, your body operates differently. It processes fat slower, loses muscle faster, and becomes more sensitive to sodium and additives. So even good cheese can become a bad choice if overdone, or if paired with unhealthy foods or eaten at the wrong time. Doctors emphasize that the key to longevity with cheese is not avoidance. It's about thoughtful, habitual choices rooted in nourishment, not nostalgia. Let's explore the habits that transform cheese from a risk into a reliable, pleasurable source of strength in your senior years. 1. Portion control is the secret weapon. The most common mistake seniors make with cheese is portion size. Those tiny cubes or slices pack dense nutrition and calories. As little as 2 ounces can contain over 200 calories, plenty of fat, and a hefty dose of sodium in certain types. Use a visual guide. 2 dice-sized pieces or a small matchbox equals roughly 1 ounce, a healthy daily serving for seniors. Instead of slicing thick wedges, pre-portion cheese into small servings to prevent mindless snacking or accidental overconsumption. This habit helps regulate your weight, maintain blood pressure, and avoid overloading your digestive and cardiovascular systems. Pairing small portions with fiber and protein-rich foods slows absorption, keeping your metabolism steady and blood sugar in check. Portion control also encourages savoring. Cheese becomes a treat rather than a background filler in your diet. By being intentional with your servings, you empower your body to absorb benefits without accumulating unnecessary risks. This small habit change has outsized results: fewer flare-ups, more energy, and a sense of control over your long-term health. Savoring slowly and mindfully beats mindless munching every single time, especially when it comes to dense foods like cheese. 2. Eat cheese earlier in the day. Timing your cheese consumption can make a surprising difference. Eating it earlier allows your body more time to digest and process. When cheese is eaten late at night, its fat and salt can disrupt sleep, digestion, and blood sugar regulation during rest. Doctors recommend incorporating cheese at breakfast or lunch when your metabolism is most active and your gut is fully awake. Try ricotta with fruit in the morning or cottage cheese with avocado toast, nutrient-rich pairings that energize instead of slow you down. Your body has more time to utilize the fats and proteins for fuel rather than storing them as unused calories overnight. Late-night cheese snacking, especially with processed varieties, often leads to bloating, poor sleep, and sluggishness the next day. Eating earlier also reduces the chance of heartburn or indigestion, two common issues for seniors with slower gut motility. This timing trick improves both how your body absorbs cheese and how you feel hours afterward, lighter, more energetic, and balanced. It's not just what you eat, it's when you eat it, and your digestion appreciates a cheese break before bedtime. Make cheese a daytime ally, not a midnight mistake, and you'll notice clearer sleep, lighter mornings, and smoother metabolism. 3. Rotate your cheeses. Don't stick to one. Just like your body thrives on a variety of vegetables, it also benefits from rotating different cheese types over the weeks. Each cheese offers unique nutrients. Ricotta is rich in whey protein. Goat cheese offers digestibility. Parmesan brings vitamin K2 and density. By rotating among recommended cheeses, you prevent boredom and give your body access to a broader nutritional spectrum. Sticking to one type can lead to nutritional imbalances or digestive stagnation, especially if consumed daily without variation. Make a weekly rotation plan: goat cheese 2 days, ricotta for 3, cottage cheese twice, and Parmesan sparingly on top. This variety helps prevent overexposure to one type of dairy fat and keeps your meals exciting, diverse, and satisfying. It also allows you to discover new pairings: goat cheese with roasted beets, ricotta with figs, or cottage cheese with cinnamon. Rotating your cheeses turns eating into an exploration of both health and flavor, which keeps habits sustainable and enjoyable. This habit helps you stay consistent without getting stuck in dietary ruts or nutritional blind spots that hinder long-term health. In short, treat your cheese like you treat your spices or greens. Rotate often, savor fully, and listen to how your body responds. 4. Always read the labels carefully. The healthiest cheese choices can still be sabotaged by sneaky packaging. Many brands hide additives, preservatives, and excess sodium. Doctors urge seniors to always read labels and avoid cheeses with long ingredient lists, artificial colors, gums, or hidden starches. Choose cheeses with simple labels, ideally just milk, enzymes, salt, and cultures, especially if you want to avoid inflammatory additives. Be cautious of terms like cheese product, processed slices, or spread. These often contain little real cheese and more chemicals. For salt-sensitive individuals, aim for cheeses with under 150 milligrams of sodium per serving and no hidden MSG or nitrates. Check for hidden sugars in flavored cheese spreads or low-fat versions that replace fat with undesirable sweeteners or starches. Organic and small-batch cheeses often have fewer additives, though price can be a factor. Always weigh cost against your health priorities. The simple act of reading and comparing labels before buying can prevent years of chronic inflammation and metabolic imbalance. Your cheese habit should not be passive. Take control by reading, researching, and respecting what you're putting into your body. With every grocery decision, you're choosing either quiet damage or quiet healing. Your future health begins at the label. 5. Use cheese as a complement, not the main event. Cheese should accent a meal, not dominate it. This shift in mindset is especially important for maintaining balance after 60. Instead of cheese-heavy dishes like lasagna or casseroles, use cheese as a flavor enhancer on vegetables, grains, or lean proteins. A sprinkle of Parmesan on roasted broccoli or a dollop of cottage cheese on lentils brings taste without overpowering nutrition. Using cheese in small amounts across nutrient-dense meals helps you reap its benefits without relying on it for satisfaction. Doctors note that this accent roll approach protects against cheese addiction, which is more common than most seniors realize. Cheese contains casein-derived compounds that stimulate dopamine, leading to subtle but strong cravings if overconsumed. By shifting cheese from the centerpiece to a complement, you retrain your taste buds to appreciate balance and subtlety. This small mental change transforms your diet from reactive indulgence to intentional support for longevity and daily vitality. With every bite, cheese becomes part of the symphony, not the whole orchestra, supporting your health instead of stealing the show. Your plate becomes a canvas of flavor, color, and function, with cheese playing its rightful, graceful part in the masterpiece. Cheese after 60 is not forbidden, it's simply different. Your body has changed, and your choices must evolve with it. Now you know which cheeses to seek out, which to avoid, and how to enjoy them with intention, balance, and delight. Doctors don't ask you to give up flavor, they ask you to protect your heart, your bones, your digestion, and your future. With small changes, portion size, timing, rotation, label awareness, and meal pairing, you turn cheese from a risk into a wellness ritual. This is your moment to reclaim your plate, not with restriction, but with respect for the wisdom your years have earned. Every mindful cheese choice is a message to your body: I hear you. I honor you. I am aging with care. And so, with a thoughtful fork and a well-prepared plate, you enter a new era, one of nourishment, strength, and graceful indulgence. Because life after 60 isn't about giving up what you love, it's about learning how to love it in a way that loves you back. Cheese included.